Well, we're back, and in this final video lecture, we're going to talk about the importance of auditing HEDIS and talk about where AI leaves us in this day and age in terms of HIM and particularly HIM auditing. And again, a popular data set, if you will, is HEDIS, the Healthcare Effectiveness Data and Information Set. HEDIS is sponsored by the National Committee of Quality Assurance. And basically, it's designed to collect data and act as kind of a report card, if you will, for health plans. Kaiser Permanente has HEDIS reviews, NCQA is the big sponsor of it. And it's designed to collect both administrative data, claims data, and health record review data to see how the health plan's doing in terms of taking care of its members. Kaiser isn't the only one that HEDIS is used for. Nearly any health plan does have some sort of NCQA HEDIS oversight and data collection that goes on. And this is a popular area for new grads to get involved with. So it's used primarily for these healthcare purchasers and consumers. So when Oregon Educators Benefit Board sits down with health insurance companies, they want to look at their HEDIS measures. How often are you checking A1Cs on diabetic retinopathy patients, and so on. And this helps set the rates. Another data set that we are familiar with is the Uniform Hospital Discharge data set. And you're probably familiar with this if you've already taken ICD-10-CM coding. And this is the data that you see on what we used to call face sheets in acute care hospitals, the patient demographic information, the payer information, the attending physician, and of course, the principal diagnosis. The principal diagnosis, of course, as we recall from coding, is the diagnosis that's chiefly responsible for admission after study. So again, that's what we have a hospital data set, and all acute care and short-term hospitals collect this. We also have the United States core data for interoperability, and basically this is a standardized set of health data classes and agreed upon standards so different EHR systems can exchange information with each other. And it has nationwide implications, state, local, regional implications, and also has implications for health information exchanges. And then finally, we have the database of all databases. We have the database of clinical terminologies, classification, and code sets. If you could visualize everything we talked about in the previous two lectures and in chapter 5, and have it go into a central type of relational database. So we have a dictionary, we have a meta thesaurus, we have a lexicon, we have lexical tools, so we can map all these things. And of course, this is especially important with what we have with artificial intelligence coming into health information management. So you may be wondering, where does that leave us in HIM? Well, we have jobs with all this artificial intelligence. And the answer is a resounding yes. While artificial intelligence is very advanced, it can't do critical thinking. It can't worry about compliance. It basically is another computer tool that does exactly what you tell it to do. A big growing area that we're finding people going into is not so much coding and reimbursement, but it's denial management. 8 out of 10 medical claims are denied, and this is expected to increase with these artificial intelligence systems. Therefore, there's even going to be more of a need for people to do back-end edits, audits, and all the other things that you'll be learning more about in HIM. That's all I have for you. Please reach out if you have any material on these questions. Bye now.